Peace, peace, peace. It's your girl Kateria.know here with an astrologic update. Today, the new moon is in a sign of Aries, allowing us to get started on those new projects and intentions that we decided that we were going to really do for some of us at the beginning of the year when it came to our New Year's resolutions, or for many of us within the past couple of weeks or during the Mercury retrograde season, which we are still in. We're in the shadow phase until about the 15th of April. So with that being stated, when we're starting up these new projects, setting off these new intentions with this new moon, we still want to go forward with a certain level of caution because of the Mercury retrograde phase, shadow phase still being in full effect. Also, we do have a square of Saturn to this new moon. So that means that we definitely should be making certain plans and starting new things, but we need to apply patience and caution to the things that we are doing. So you want to use more tact. I actually really like these planetary energies together because it allows us to be more in tune with what we are doing rather than just rushing ahead, not being deliberate in what we are doing. Because sometimes when it's just a bunch of Aries energy, we just go rushing ahead, not thinking of the different consequences that are presented there. So nevertheless, you guys definitely want to utilize this energy to be motivated, to get yourself going. It is all about the self. It's all about the personal identity. That's why I'm rocking my cat ears now because, my name is Kateria, so they call me Cat. I'm the black cat or what have you. And I am here moving forward in expressing my own identity. And that's what this new moon is doing for everyone. Okay, it's definitely going to have you checking yourself. Where are you correct? Where have you been wrong? What do you need to be motivated in doing? Where do you need to activate your passions in order to set forth in moving forward in your life? Because really at the end of the day, passion is everything. If you really want to be really good at something, you need to be passionate and obsessed about it. And that's what the new moon in Aries tells us to do. We have to be action oriented. It's not enough to just think things into existence. We have to put the right action behind those things that we want to accomplish in our lives. And I'm just grateful that the square of Saturn is there because it's going to allow us to be a lot more mature, to think more clearly, and to move in strategic ways, so that our actions and our passions can actually be sustained and have sustained progress if we are on the high vibration of this planetary transit that is taking place. Now understand there are negative expressions and positive expressions to every single planetary configuration. And depending upon your karmic debt, depending upon your metaphysical state of mind, depending upon your deeds and your overall energy field, you are going to receive a certain expression from these planetary configurations. So if you have a lot of a lot of karmic debt that you have to pay off, or you are not aligned on your life path and purpose, you can deal with a lot of frustration with this moon. You could deal with a lot of anger with this moon. You could feel like your progress and all the steps that you are putting forward are actually not, being casted out. You could feel like you're putting a lot of work into one area, but you're not actually reaping the benefits or the rewards of the work that you are putting forth. So if you are experiencing something like that, I just definitely encourage you to take a step back and to get zoned in and focused with the self. And I want you to understand that everything that is on the outside, everything that is in your outer reality is a reflection of what's going on in your inner reality. So now it's time to align with the truth of yourself. It's really important to get a reading, a natal chart reading, and to look at your north node and look at your midheaven so that you can see and know that you are in line with your divine right path and purpose. This moon is all about knowing the truth of the self and being aligned with the integrity of yourself, of your soul, so that you can move forward and actually have progression in your reality. So definitely, you guys, figure out what you're passionate about, because when you are doing work that you're passionate about, you never work a day in your life. You know, they say when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And it makes so much sense because we're just here living and doing what we love all day, you know, and that's what this moon is really going to trigger for us and is really going to activate within us. For those of you who have been trying to get on an exercise regimen, you know, with the new body goals or what have you, this is a great time to do so, okay? And in a bit, I'm going to give you guys a bit of a fire ritual that you guys can do with this moon. But nevertheless, definitely you want to wait a day or so after the new moon. The dark moon really is what it is, before you start implementing your intentions. So what I mean by that is you can set ideals and goals for yourself. You know, you could write certain intentions down today, but you don't want to you don't want to start on them today. You want to wait until tomorrow or the day after, when the moon is actually starting to grow and progress, so that you can so that your intentions can grow with the growth of the moon. Okay, now when it comes to the fire ritual, a really great ritual that I'm always recommending, so if you heard this before getting a reading with me, don't be surprised. It's just an incredible ritual that works. Now what you do is you write down the things that you no longer wish to have within your reality, the things that you want to get rid of. Okay, and you could write down 10 things, you could write down 100 things. It doesn't matter how many things you write down. But on a separate sheet of paper, you want to write down the things that you do want to bring forth and create into your reality. So if you write down 10 things, you're going to, on the things that you don't want, you're going to want to write down 10 things that you do want, because energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Okay, with the sheet of paper that you don't want, with the things that you don't want written on it, you're going to take that paper, you're going to ball it up, you're going to burn it in a fire, you can have some sage. You can say, I release, you're going to say this chant, okay? I release, I transform, I renew. I release, I transform, I renew. You're going to say that while opening and closing your arms like this and stomping with your left foot forward. Chanting that chant over and over again, okay, until the paper is completely burnt to a crisp. You could take the ashes, you could throw them outside, blow them in the wind, put them in a trash can, whatever, okay? Now, with that sheet of paper of the things that you do want to manifest and create in your reality, you're going to take that sheet of paper, you're going to hang it up in a mirror, and you're going to light a tall candle, and you're going to let that candle burn all the way out on its own. If it accidentally burns out or blows out or what have you, but it's not done, it's not that big of a deal. Just relight it and let your attention set. Now what this does is it mirror reflects into your reality what you are drawing in, the energy that you are bringing into your life. Okay, you can even turn the sheet of paper around and hang it up where the words are facing the mirror, where people can't actually see them. Okay, so it's a very incredible ritual. It has changed so much in my life. I've gotten rid of so many things that I don't desire to have in my reality, and I have sparked so many new things in my life based on this ritual, and so have many of my clients. Nevertheless, if you are looking to get a reading and you want to see how this moon is going to affect you on a much deeper perspective and level and individualistically, feel free to contact me. You can email me, Kateria.know at gmail.com or astro.logicbooking at gmail.com, or you can check out my website, astrologicschool.com. Follow me on Facebook, Kateria.know. Follow me on Instagram, Kateria.know. Join my classes, you know, so you can learn astrology for yourself or what have you, and much divine love and light to you. May this new moon work tremendously in your life. Be mindful that it's easy to get upset under this moon. You know, practice patience and check yourself before the universe or the rest of the world checks you. Tune in to yourself. Where do you have your negative thought processes? Where are you being immature? You know, where can you improve? Check yourself before the rest of the world does. And that's what this new moon is telling us to do. All right. Love you guys. Peace.